Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
I was just saying before that Marbella has over 150,000 people who live here all year round, so it's very difficult to meet everybody. I'd never met Vanessa before, but it was quite curious when Noel of Mare Noel Communications, MN Communication, invited me to the opening of a new restaurant in Marbella, Mercato della Fontanella. I was delighted that the maitre there is someone I have met before many times at Villa Tiberio, and the lovely Tony is now heading up Mercato della Fontanella. Tony, welcome to Marbella Now.
Thank you, my love. Thank you for inviting me.
It was such a nice surprise
thank you.
when I walked in the door, having Villa Tiberio just disappeared.
Yeah, for sure. This man doesn't, in the last time, he don't control himself. So
Of
it's
course.
sad, but it's alive. It's the time is finished.
Age is there. I mean, I was going to Villa Tiberio as a child myself. I'm now a grandmother. It's logical.
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you. It's logical that Sandro, at some stage, had to leave. But then for you guys, it's like having a family. You've all been together for decades. And now you've got a new family, the Mercato della Fontanella.
Let me tell you, curro, Señor Francisco. He gave me the opportunity to wake up again, to still alive again. You know, it's... when we finished the other side, I was lost a little bit, and I see a lovely opportunity to be in the market in Marbella again.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
And
Me too.
And I'm delighted that they've seen your potential, because the experience that you have, plus the contacts.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you've made many, many, many friends of residents and tourists
Nicole, let me
over
tell
the
you,
years.
I have a lot of contact from there for many years. You can imagine I was there for nearly 32 years. When we opened that one, I was 17. And my experience in this job, I was 13, so we are talking about 40 years. And the much of the people I call, they know me, they come to see me. I'm very lucky. We are very lucky. The team of Mercado, we are very lucky to have these people also.
Well, I would love that anyone who's watching the programme, if you're seeing the lovely Tony's face, you'll remember, and let's support him in this new venture. And, of course, the people have made this huge investment. The restaurant is beautiful. I mean, it's been decorated really nicely. It's authentic Italian cuisine. This is what I understand is the premise.
The point is, it's a big company from United States. They start to do investment in Marbella. So they buy a couple of hotels, and they have a lot of restaurants in United States. They have the part of Mexico and United States, and they keep United States, and they have two Mercados. One Mercado in Miami, and another Mercado in Las Vegas, Casino Venezia. And this one is Mercado, they call Mercado de la Pesquería. This one is Mercado de la Fontanella for the place we are. You know what I mean? And the concept they bring from there here is completely Italian one. We are working with the first mark, okay, the first product, like Negrini. We have a lovely Italian wine, we have Italian food. You know, we are in the Costa del Sol, so any fish, any meat you have is a high quality one. The thing is, we have two different businesses in the same location, because we have a lovely cocktail bar and we have the restaurant together. So they are complement one to the other one. So you can come to visit us to have a cocktail before the dinner, after the dinner, or just simple to enjoy with us for the cocktail, the lovely evening in Marbella.
I mean, that's what I think is very nice, and I think more and more people like to go to one place and just stay there. So if you can arrive and you have a drink before dinner and then have dinner, but then can move to the bar area for good music and to relax, it really makes a difference.
Now we start to do, for a couple of weeks, we start to do live music on Friday and Saturday. For example, on Saturday, we have around 100 people. It was really nice one. Everybody was dancing, laughing, really good one. And the lovely terrace we have. Our capacity could be maybe 150, 160 with the two sides. You know what I mean? The chef, Federico, he's a nice guy in the kitchen. So they dedicate a long time to this profession. So we have a lovely food. A part of the menu we have normally, we start to do a special play of the day. We have a different dishes, a part of the menu we have. We have a lovely fish, like a sea bass, turbo, we have a fresh salmon. We do a lovely fillet steak, ribeye. We start to paddle, veal chop, linguine with fresh lobster. We have a high quality one and a good one. So one of the particular things we have is the pinza. The pinza is a pizza, okay, but it's a Sicilian style. And they made with 3 different ingredients, wheat of flour of wheat, flour of soya, and flour of rice. So it's good for digestion. We have a lot of different dishes other people they don't have, so we are so lucky in that. And we have very big acceptation about the food we do.
As I understood it when I went to one of the tastings, which was very tasty, I have to say, you were mentioning that you're doing, say, once a month special regional dishes as well. Like the time we went, it was Toscana.
Sure, we do. When you was there, darling, we do that from Toscana. And we have Williams, is the guy provide the wine, and he make a tasty one from that region. The point is, now we are in the summertime, so that option is a lovely one when we finish the high season. Or you can imagine now we're going to start to be busy every day, you know what I mean? So to do that could be a little complicated, you know.
Okay, so you'll continue with that after the summer?
That one, after the summer, when everything is going to be down again, to make the people happy, we're going to start to do that again.
Wonderful. And are you open every single day? Do you get a day off?
We get now. Before no, my love, before no. Now we close on Sunday, okay? We open from Monday to Saturday. The kitchen is open Monday to Thursday from 7 to 11, and Friday and Saturday, 7 to 12. Okay, let me tell you the cocktail bar. We open Monday to Thursday from 7 to 2, and Friday and Saturday from 7 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, okay. So the bar's open even though you finish the dinner at 11,
sure. Mm-hmm.
You can still hang out and enjoy the air.
That's the point.
I mean, that's the thing, when it's so hot in a place like Marbella, you can't be at home. And so even with the kids, you're sitting outside at 2, 3 in the morning. It's just the most normal thing to do.
No, we are lucky then to have a lovely big terrace there to enjoy the lovely day. We have a good guy in the cocktail bar, Luis. Luis is a young guy, but he's really big professional one. Under our supervision, Federico and me, we create a good team, really good one. Now it's very difficult to find people professional one, but everybody go there, they have experience. They have a family room, they have a friendly service, and they do the team we have, they do really good one, all of them.
Fabulous. And important things when we go to, particularly trying out a new restaurant, is to know where we're going to park. Well, it is actually quite easy. Although the streets around Mercato are busy, there is a huge car park in the shopping centre, which is literally right there. So you park in the, what is it called, the Mare?
The Plaza del Mar.
The Plaza del Mar car park, easy to park. Spaces are big, always spaces. You can park there and literally you just go up in the escalators, walk out, and it's there. So parking is really easy, a big plus. Do you allow dogs?
Sure, of course.
Okay,
we are very flexible one. Okay. You know, now it's the world comes to change completely. It's a different concept. So we are flexible one. You know what
that's a big one. A lot of us like to take up.
No, we have a big terrace.
Although during the day, leave them at home because it's so hot. I always do the program with my dog, but it's just too hot to have him out at this time of day.
No, it's
so I miss him, but anyway. Better to keep them safe and cool. So you allow dogs. I'm sure children are very welcome in Italian restaurants.
I was children before. I still to be a children, cariño mío. I still to be a baby. Sometimes when we make the show for the birthday and the party, we try to make the people happy to get good communication. Some of them, they sing when we have the microphone and the piano. And how I tell you, the last Saturday, all the people was dancing, singing, laughing. It's not only a restaurant, it's experience, you know what I mean? Everybody, you can go to a restaurant to have dinner, but you need always something else. You need to feel in your house, and you have to create a good chemistry with the staff, with the ambience, with the food. It's all together. You know, so
we're going to find the same experience with you at the helm as we did when we went to Villa Tiberio.
Sure,
but it's not just a waiter serving food, it's the famiglia.
La famiglia,
veramente. It's the famiglia.
Così si sente la gente bene, cara mia, è così. That's the life, darling. I think you are more satisfied when you get a good experience, friendly one, than if you go to have dinner and you be so cold. So we try to do that way, you know what I mean? We're gonna try, now it's a bit competence, Nicole, cariño. Now you can see Marbella, they open 1,000 restaurants, all of them. Some people continue, some people no. If you don't do something different and you don't make to feel the people happy, you are another one. You know what I mean? So the people come and they don't come to see you anymore. So we're gonna try to be hard in that for the people come to visit many, many times.
Well, you've got the main ingredient, which is somebody, the face, that is there, always there to welcome you and to make sure that we feel welcome. Tony, I'm delighted. And I'm so relieved because, as I said, to be within a company for over 30 years since you started work, it's like a loss. You have to.
Sure.
It's,
can
it's a whole change.
Nicole, I don't get the job like a job. This was part of my life. When I started to do that, I was 13 and I do with the brothers one in Mijas. When we opened this one, I tell you, before 1989, I was 17 years old. I meet a lot of people from the south of Arabia, a lot of princes, a lot of football players, all the people, some of them, they ask me, some of them no. But I create a life, it's myself, I'm the person and I thanks to Mr. Sando, I have to be honest about that. In the last time, the reaction was really good one, but I'm very proud of all the things he gave me. I want to be honest about that. That's the age, it's a different...
It's a new chapter.
We have to turn page and keep going.
Well, I'm delighted for you. Delighted for Mercato della Fontanella.
Forza.
And thank you for coming to invest in our city.
Telephone
I hope
number?
you can give the number.
Sure, sorry about that, Nicole.
Go for it, go for it.
1 second, you get me that one. We have, if you can make the booking by the info at mercatodellafontanella.com. Darling, and the phone number, if you like, is 637-82-1877. I'm so sorry about that.
That's perfectly fine. And that's his watch saying, get back to work.
Okay, but that's the point. I'm so sorry.
Tony, muchísimas gracias.
Un placer, cariño, Nicole.
Molto bene,
Thank you
Montecatini,
for
Mercato della
inviting me.
Fontanella.
My pleasure, my love. I'm going to kiss you in the minute when the camera is off.
Cut.
Thank you, darling.
When you think of car or motorbike insurance, think Linea Directa. When you most need your insurance company, Linea Directa are there for you. With tow trucks, courtesy car, mechanics, legal advice, even overnight stay in a hotel if you need it. There's a whole department dedicated to us Brits with people who speak English there to help us. If you're looking for an insurance policy that really takes all your needs into consideration whilst you're driving in Spain, then Linea Directa really is the company for you. Why don't you give them a call? 952 14 78 34 or contact them online.
Zero Heroes, welcome to Urban Chai.
Regular viewers might be wondering where my boy is, but again, it is so hot outside and summer has officially started that he is better off at home. I hope you all really do think about the heat and for yourselves, making sure you keep hydrated. If you're drinking alcohol, remember this will affect you 10 times more if you're in the sun, and do not leave dogs or children. It's amazing I have to say this, but don't leave animals or your children in the car for any amount of time. It takes but minutes for something tragic to happen, and we don't want that. We're going to get started with this week's program, welcoming someone I've never met before. Her name is Vanessa, and she's been doing amazing things, all because she's a great mum, and her little Emilio needed something that she'd never heard of, I've never heard of, and we're going to find out more. Vanessa, welcome to the programme.
Thank you so much.
It's lovely to meet you. A big thanks to my lovely Kate Emily Hill for the introduction.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on in the city.
Yeah.
And yet you're doing something quite amazing. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
For taking action so others don't have to necessarily go through the same
thing.
Same unknowing, stress, trauma. So spill the beans. What is it that you have done and why?
So my son Emilio was born in July 2023.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my firstborn. And he didn't open his eyes for the first 6 weeks of his life. His eyes were just closed or just like peeking open very slightly. So obviously we were already concerned, what's going on, what's wrong. We hadn't had any indication that there was anything different about him, in the pregnancy or anything like that. The paediatricians, the general sort of medical community couldn't tell us anything, so we had to go down the private medical route and get a diagnosis. And they told us that he has something very rare called blepharophimosis, which is shortened to BPES, which only affects 1 in 50,000 babies. And they basically don't have any muscle in the eyelid.
Wow. It's amazing the things that you can't even think of until they happen to you.
Yeah, we'd never heard of it. No one in our circles ever heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
Exactly. So, we opened this whole world of research, trying to find information. What is it? What can we do? Will he be able to see anything? Will he ever open his eyes? There's no information out there. You Google it and it's like 10 results. It's just so rare, there's no information. Finally, we went on YouTube and we found this specialist expert surgeon called Dr. Ramon Medel, who luckily enough is based in Malaga.
Wow.
And we live in Marbella, so it was like, oh my gosh. So we ran to see him as soon as we could. We had a consultation and he was the one to explain to us about the symptoms, the syndrome, and what we can do. He said that if we don't do anything, not enough light will enter the eye and the vision won't develop properly. So we have to do something. So we decided to get a surgery for Emilio when he was 10 months old. And he was the best person to do it. Obviously, that costs a lot of money. It's not covered by Social Security. It's not covered by insurance. So we had to raise 20,000 euros, which we did fundraise in 6 months through family, friends, all different avenues. We did events in Marbella. The whole community was so supportive.
Hear about it.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It shows you. We think we're a small community, but there's over, 150,000 of us. So
yeah, exactly.
Some things escape us. And what could they do for him? What was the process? Do you understand what it is that the doctor managed to do?
So it's called the frontal flap technique. So they actually pull the muscle from above the eyebrow down and attach it to the eyelid here to open the eyes properly. They also stitch here to bring the eyes closer together because they're quite far apart, and they also lift the outer eyelid, so there's 3 parts to it. So it was a really successful operation, no scarring. Emilio's doing phenomenally, but obviously, so we're so grateful. We raised the money, we had the operation, but after that I thought, how can I continue to see potentially my grandkids will have the same condition? How can I continue to see there be no support, no information, no resources for parents coming into the same situation as us? So I decided to start the charity, which is called Through Our Eyes, with the intent to spread awareness about blepharophimosis so that people recognise it, to give support to our community, our rare community, and also raise money for people to have the operation if they can't afford it themselves.
It's amazing how, personally, things that have happened with my children, the same thing, when you find something that is basically for us miraculous, because it changes their quality of life and therefore our quality of life, that we want to share it with the world. What ways can we help apart from donating money? I suppose would be sharing the information that you have on this so other people know that at least it's something that can happen.
Exactly, it can happen to anyone because it's a genetic mutation. So it doesn't have to be coming from the parents. Random mutation doesn't have to come from the parents. So our website is www.throughouroureyes.net. So please have a look at that. Just have a look at the photos, what kids look like that have the condition. If you feel like supporting, there's information on there of how to donate. But really the most important thing is just to spread awareness that this actually exists. And if you do have a child that doesn't open their eyes, what it is and how you can access
and that there is
support.
Something that can be done.
Exactly.
Because that futility, that desperation of the unknown is always worse, isn't it? Just that frantically looking to
for the
find
information.
Out what it is.
Exactly. If you don't get a diagnosis from your local paediatrician, and you have to find this specialist, then I just want people to be more aware of exactly what it is and what they can do.
Well, it's amazing that you had to go through that. I'm really sorry, but fabulous that you found a solution and that you're now, I'm sure, really enjoying motherhood, because it's a great age that Emilio's at now. All the exploring and the learning. And,
exactly. With his eyes properly open, so he's happy, he can see everything. it's just amazing. We feel so lucky that we found Dr. Medel, honestly.
Well, Dr. Medel, thank you very much from us too. And of course, anything you need, Vanessa, to help spread the word, we're with you. Any events or anything, then
Amazing.
we'll obviously count on us.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the baby.
Thank
Your
you.
big baby. It's not a baby anymore.
Yeah.
Goes quickly, huh?
Yeah. Time flies.
Time flies.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Hey, hey.
Linea Directa appreciates just how important our pets are to us, and that's why they brought out one of the most comprehensive insurance policies on the market from just €39.90 a year. Give them a call on 952 147834 or from the website lineadirecta.com.
Zero Hero, welcome to Mare.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new.
Giro, ¿no? Ok. Eso por ahí. Este por aquí, a ver si sale bien. No, por ahí. Vale, un poquito por ahí. Apple. Un poquito de agua. ¿Verdad? Ping, ping, ping. Batimos. Very good. La manzanita.
Thank you.
A la primera, ¿no? Vale.
Mocktails.
Listo.
Zero Hero, welcome to the sister restaurant.
Hey, hey.
Well, now I am meeting a very special young woman. She is the daughter of a dear friend, someone I've got to know quite well over more than a decade now since I've been doing the television. My friend Nelly Friedrich has a lovely young daughter, and I can't believe how much time's gone by because now she's not a little girl, she's a young woman, and she's sitting here on the set, Valeria.
Hi, Nicole.
What a pleasure and honour to meet you.
Yes,
And
likewise.
and amazing, your mannerisms are so much like mummy's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, it's little Nelly.
Thank you so much. It's
You
very
must
nice
hear
to
that a lot, no? With the eyes
yes.
and the...
Yes, I hear that often, and it is a compliment. You know, I appreciate that. It's nice to hear that.
Well, it's lovely to have you here because you've been living in Germany for a while, although you grew up here in the Costa del Sol. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your Costapolitan life? It must be
Yes.
quite exciting, quite unusual.
Yes, so, I mean, we're originally from Mexico, and I grew up here, so from 10 till 18, a little bit like near San Pedro, but also went to high school here in Marbella.
Which school
And
did you go
then
to?
To Rio Verde.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so here around the corner, and then with 18 I left to Berlin, and that was
Wild.
Yes, it was wild. You know, with 18 going to such a big city, and like I kind of spoke German, but not super fluently, so it was a shock. But I'm very glad I did that, and I was there till I was 28, and then the last 2 years I'm very happy because I saved all the money that I worked I worked hard for, and then I I traveled a little bit, and now I decided to come back here and to share everything that I have learned in the past decade with people here from Costa del Sol and Andalusia.
Well, we are delighted because so many of our international youngsters leave for university, for life experience, and then maybe don't come back. So it's really nice that you've come back. We've got youth coming in, otherwise it's just going to be such an old city. Really...
I mean, it is an experience city, a vintage city.
But also it's nice because we get to be like a bit of a fish pond here after a while. And therefore, when you come in with new ideas, new experiences, to be able to share the different things that you've learned with us, I mean, I'm excited to know what kind of things are you going to be doing? What is your speciality?
What is my speciality? Communication. Like you, a little bit different, of course, because here you're interviewing. And yeah, so my realm, I studied film, and then I specialized in digital design, so web design and app design, everything that has to do with the digital realm. Then I went a little bit deeper into the immersive media. So right now we hear a lot about artificial intelligence, and slowly it's becoming more mainstream, the terms of virtual reality and augmented reality, which are, like everything that has to do with the metaverse. I don't know if you have heard about
I've heard
those
of it. I
terms.
don't really understand it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I specialized a little bit more in that. And yeah, so right now I heard that also Andalusia and Spain, but especially Andalusia, is investing more in digitalization and bring all these digital tools and skill sets to the community and the population. So I was like, great, I can bring everything that I have learned in a big capital, because I mean, capital doesn't matter where you're from, like if it's Barcelona or Madrid or Paris or London or Berlin, they have a quite big pond of digital natives or people that's studying that. So yeah, I was like, okay, what would happen if I go back to where I came from and I bring everything that I have learned and I bring it to the community to share and grow, right?
So we can hire your services, but what would be your ideal client? What would you like to be creating? What would be the ideal client for you?
I mean, it could be, first of all, I like to hear what's the challenge that the customer is having, because I could do from small projects to very big things, right? So ideally, what I do makes my customer happy, you know. That's the first thing. But it could be, for example, a small business wanting to have a website, or they could be a startup in Malaga wanting to improve their application, and they need help like with the design or
so
the structure.
So you can design apps as well?
Yes, but the difference between me and a developer is that I am kind of like the middle woman, because I am kind of like a graphic designer, but for applications. So I don't code it, but I work with the people that code it, so we create an experience that is useful and delightful for the user. Yeah, that's kind of like what I do.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and that also is quite varied, because the different client depends on the content that you're going to be creating. Do you do social media and things like that as well?
Yes, but it's not my specialty. I would say if it's necessary, I can help create a structure of what is needed, but I have more joy in the experience of apps and websites, this communication, than in what is social media. What I do in terms of communication is rather with innovation, like more in the realm of augmented reality, which is...
What does that mean?
Yes, so augmented reality, I don't know, some of you might have heard of Pokemon Go or Pokemon. Yes.
Okay.
So it's placing basically these digital creatures in the real world. But I don't place digital creatures in the real world, but what I do is I create experiences that are in between those realms of digital and physical. And the interesting thing about this technology is that you can create new ways of marketing, new ways of communication, and new ways of getting also your clients to your store, like creating a experience in a wall where you have things being in that in-between space that you can look at from your phone. So everything works in the phone through your camera lens, and then, I don't know, here we have the TVs, and maybe you have, like, for example, those flowers coming out here, and then you have sound. So it's kind of like an interactive movie.
Sounds amazing. I mean, it's like, I want to play. So that's obviously bringing what nowadays is so necessary to stand out, just different ways of getting your message across that's going to catch the attention.
Yes, I think it's a different way of interacting with a product or with a problem or with a solution. So you're bringing new channels of communication. And what I find fascinating about this technology is that it doesn't detach us from reality, right? So I'm really keen on saying that technology should be used for good, you know, and that we can create experiences that feel good and do good. And yes, that's why I also believe in these changes that we're seeing as a society. I feel like a lot of people are feeling a little bit skeptical and even scared, you know, especially with artificial intelligence. Oh, it's taking away our jobs and all of that. But at the end of the day, are tools, and they are in us how we use them and which purpose do we want to achieve with them.
It all depends on us. It's up to us. If we don't want to be annihilated, it's up to us, obviously. Well, I'm glad that you have that positive take on it. Really delighted to meet you. I'm very happy that your mummy sent me a message. I want you to meet my baby. It's like, me too. But it's really nice, and really nice that you've come back to Marbella. And if anyone would like some more information about Valeria, please do contact her directly. She'd be delighted. I'm sure that all the experience with the gallery and must be so embedded in you that your inspiration comes from everywhere.
Yes, it does. Yes, if anyone wants to contact me, they can just say, hola, valeria.com. That's where you find me.
Simple as that.
Really easy.
Hola,
really
Valeria.
Easy. Hola,
Nicole. .com.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
Zero Heroes, welcome to Gusto y Fantasía.
Linear Director has come up with a squatter policy for just €24 a year. You don't have to have your home insurance with them. This is a completely separate matter to protect you from squatters. For more information, call 952 147834 or their website, lineardirector.com.
Zero Hero, welcome to the Sister Restaurant.
I love brunch, so I was very delighted to find out that Hard Rock Hotel Marbella now serves brunch. It's really cool because you can go, you can eat as much as you want of so many different things, and you can go and do something else and come back and carry on eating until brunch finishes. I absolutely loved it. We'll be going again, and recorded a little bit of my experience so you can see exactly what it's like. Hi there.
Good morning.
Hello. We're here at the Hard Rock Hotel and we're going to try the brunch. Hi there. Hola.
Good morning, girls. Hello. Good morning. Nice to see you all. Good afternoon.
Lunchtime.
Cristina, ¿no?
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks you, beautiful. Gracias.
Let's go and get our table. It's still free, yes.
He wants us to walk towards the food. We should have brought some
Hola. Wow. Oh, I want that.
¿Perdón?
reputations. Okay, I'm gonna play Elvis I get the food. The food is absolutely delicious and I'm loving the music. It's all the songs that I love remixed in. Really fun.
Yeah, really
Cheers.
nice. That's what's nice, I think, because you're a healthy eater. You balance it and you...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's about what's nice. Yeah. Same as you.
What are you getting now?
I'm having some prawns, some monkfish, and a little omelette actually.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, chippies.
Good, I love it.
You found your orange juice? You're next. Hola, hi again.
Uno, dos. ¿Tu compañera no quiere?
No, gracias.
Han dicho hoy.
Yummy. Made with love by Rami. We're always saying that we want more culture in our Costa community. So when people do things that are cultural, we need to support them. Such is the case with Annabel Sanchez, who has set up a boutique opera of Carmen at Villa Padierna. It's in the amphitheatre, so the setting is idyllic. And this mini opera, which was about an hour and a quarter, was absolutely delightful. It's the 150th anniversary of Bizet's launching premiere of Carmen, and so it's being performed all around the world, particularly in 2025, to commemorate the event. But it was really, really nice to go to Villa Padierna to see the opera. It was really enjoyable, and the great news is, cherry on the top, they now have cushions on the stone seating in the amphitheatre, so we don't have to take our own. Buenas noches.
Los picos.
Gracias. Buenas noches, good evening. You always do the best when I do my show.
Bueno, porque yo creo que es una de las más representativas, más apasionadas y más universales que hay de la historia. De verdad, de corazón, esperamos que disfrutéis.
Nuestra Micaela, soprano, que es la señora Eva Tenorio. Tenemos acompañando al piano de una manera magistral a el maestro Tommaso Cogato y el famoso escamillo de Carmen, el gran toreador, el señor Andrés Pérez Benítez. Bueno, y por último, protagonista excepcional, don José, tenor, que bueno, dentro del papel que hace con este final que más o menos todos conocemos, un extraordinario tenor y actor, el señor Manuel de Dios. Comentarles que este año es el 150 aniversario del estreno de Carmen en 1875 y se estrenó.
This is really exciting, guys. Opera at Villa Padierna. And this is the cast of tonight's performance. And Annabel is the organizer. Annabel, how did you come up with this idea for Villa Padierna?
Good evening. I came to Villa Padierna because it was really an amazing place for making this new project of Carmen Opera Boutique. The environment around is really nice. This is a premiere of the Summer Nights Opera in Villa Padierna. This year is the commemoration of 150 years of the premiere of Carmen. So we will have six performances during July and August, and one in September. We will have the closure on September.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
What a lovely surprise.
Yes.
What is your role tonight? Who are you playing?
My role is Micaela. I love ¿cómo se dice? If love of Don José, but he is in love of with
Carmen. And who are you guys in love with?
I'm Escamillo, the torero, and he's Don José.
Don José.
Don José.
And the pianist.
I'm the pianist. I'm in love with these amazing singers here. So, and with the music of Bizet, so I'll be very happy to accompany and to represent the orchestra.
We are very privileged in Marbella that you have organized this, and Villa Padierna for embracing this. And thank you very much. Carmen encantada, Micaela, Annabel, y los chicos, los guapos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come to Villa Padierna. Hi, Katie. Hi. They say that's a mummy. My knight in shining armor, mi héroe. Agua.
Villa Padierna.
Hero, welcome here at the Gaucho de Banus.
Zero Hero.
Welcome to Picu Banus.
Zero Hero. Welcome to Sunday.
Zero Hero. Welcome to Rtv Marbella.
I'm in shock. I have just heard that it's been like at least 10 years since I last saw Inez Robinson, who is sitting here with me now. I'm absolutely blown away that the last time we saw each other was in that sex room in that hotel.
It was. Now, don't be telling everybody, because that was also televised, as I recall, with a few of us. We had some fun that day.
That was funny. There is a sexy room at the Senator's Spa, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's still there.
If it's still there, we don't know how successful the room was.
It might be quite sticky now.
Thank you for saying that. Anyway, meet Inez Robinson. We first got together because you were hosting the local Marbella Costa Women events. You were very active in Costa Women until you moved to the hills, the sticks.
Oh yes, in the way beyond and beyond.
How is it? How's it been this first decade?
It's been great. I love it. I mean, it's wonderful because you can get out of all the craziness of summer and everything else. And there's a lot more Marbellans up there now. People have been sort of slowly going because the roads are very good and the properties are good. You've got everything there, but you can come down to the coast when you need to in sort of 25-30 minutes. So it's like being in the suburbs. It's quite posh, really.
Yeah, it is nice. It's like you're not in it, but you can be in it when you want to be in it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm delighted that you have a reason to surface and come back out into the world. It's like the Groundhog Day. Inez is coming back to Marbella because of these patches that you've discovered and has changed your lives.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Okay, well, it actually starts with the reason we moved out, because, as you know, we lived in Marbella, had been living here for many, many years. So 9 years ago, my husband suffered an episode. He woke up one morning paralysed, in a lot of pain. He was at 45-degree angle. He couldn't move. We had no idea what the problem was. Called the doctor. They came out, injected him with anti-inflammatories and stuff. Still nothing. They were worried. He gets stretchered off to hospital. So he's got arthritis in his joints, impacted lower discs, which we knew about. I mean, he's had those for years, but never to this degree. And they ruled out those. They ruled out sciatica. They ruled out loads of stuff, but they couldn't rule in anything. So he was given a load of drugs, which he didn't really want to keep taking. He was up to 18 of these particular pills a day. Which was costing something like €70 a week. It was a phenomenal amount, and they weren't doing anything. So we didn't know what was going to happen. Of course, we had the rescue dogs as well. So we decided to move inland. A year later, he went to a chiropractor, guy in Marbella, who discovered what the problem was, and he has an unnatural curvature at the top of his spine. So as his spine's going over, because it's getting worse, his spinal cord is getting trapped, and that's what caused the paralysis. It basically cut the flow of the nerves. So we said, aha, okay, now we know what it is. What can we do? And he turns around and says, well, there's really nothing. There is a very risky operation, but it's not highly recommended, doesn't really work. So the prognosis is between 5 and 7 years, you will be in a wheelchair. That was it. You will. It wasn't maybe, will. So as you can imagine, it was a heck of a shock. We used to travel an awful lot. We had the dogs. We did, we were on the go and things. So being up there meant we had one floor level of stuff, of everything, so it was easy to start to prepare for when this was going to happen. And his mobility was getting worse. He got to the point last year he could hardly move. He'd shuffle from the bed to the living room to the kitchen, out onto the patio, hold the door to get one step down, hand me a cup of tea. He was like this. So things were coming, and of course it meant I was going to be his carer. So we were trying to move life around all of that. I had small businesses working from home. His pension kicked in, thankfully, so we didn't have to worry about that. But it wasn't an easy time. And 18 months ago, a friend of mine contacted me. She said, "There's all this waffle, blah, 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 patch, wonderful, health, heal, and I thought, it sounds very dodgy. And I was very sceptical. So she explained to me what they were, and I'm one of these people, I'll try something, why not? What's the worst that can happen is nothing. Send it back, get my money back. Anyway, got these little patches, this is what it looks like, this little round disc, and slapped it on my neck, and I had an immediate result. At the time, I had a very tight muscle in my neck. I'd had it for 20 years. That just completely released. Now, not everybody else gets the result that fast. I had a torn meniscus in my right knee. I couldn't walk for more than 20 minutes without sharp pains. That got fixed within a few weeks. And I had damaged ligaments in my elbow, and that got fixed. And then since then, there's been other things. So menopause symptoms have got better. I used to wear glasses for distance. Don't wear glasses anymore. Don't need them from driving, for car.
What do they do? What do the patches do?
Well, the patches, what they do is they activate a copper peptide in your body. There's no drugs, there's no stimulants, nothing in them. So completely natural. They act like a mirror on your body. So your infrared light that comes out gets reflected back in at a specific wavelength that elevates this particular copper peptide, and that goes and does all the magic, including activating your own body's dormant stem cells. Because after the age of 30, our stem cells start to go dormant, go to sleep.
Stick them on.
Stick them, exactly.
Hand them over.
That's what people are like. I start explaining, and they go, me?
Well, actually, I heard about this. I interviewed, I'm not sure if it's exactly the same branch as this, but a few years ago, I interviewed these people who were set up in Nueva Andalucía, and they were doing the patches. And I have a friend who a year ago started doing patches, and also absolutely delighted. So when you contacted me, and I looked, it's like, okay, it's the same company.
Yes.
And I'm now seeing that the 2 years or whatever has gone by since the last time, and this, and everybody seems to be saying the same, which is why I'm letting Inez come and share this. It's very scary when you share information, because then if people aren't happy, especially if it's medical, but in this case, I mean, it seems to have the scientific studies, the guarantees, all the things that one would expect?
This is the beauty. There's a lot of science behind it. So there are clinical trials and shows what it does. Alongside that, I mean, I wasn't going to do the business. I wasn't really interested because mentally I was in a bad place myself because of everything that was going on. And my mum passed away last year and all sorts of stuff,
darling.
you know. Thank you. So for me, it was sort of, I'm not interested. But I ended up being able to go back to yoga, and I could do everything. I said to my yoga instructor, I'm coming back. This was after months of not going, and I couldn't move my knee, I couldn't my elbow. I had no upper body strength. My wrists were really weak. It's just menopausal stuff. And I'm doing everything, and I'm delighted. I've got a big smile on my face. She's watching me like a hawk. What are you doing? So I sent her the information. She sent it to another guy. He'd had back problems, operations, blah, blah. Nothing had worked. He came up from Lalala, and within a few days, he got a result. And I said to my husband, I said, we need to tell people about this. Whether people decide to buy or not, it's up to them. We make no medical claims. We make no promises. But
you're sharing what happened for you.
I'm sharing the information because there might be people out there that it can help. And we have had people who have suffered things for years, things that they have been told can never be fixed, things that they've told they can't get relief from, and that they are, very coincidentally.
Do you always have to wear them, or is it something that you do in periods of time, or depends on the person?
It depends on the person and the thing. So, for example, I mean, you wear them 12 hours on, and then you throw them away, or recycle them on a pet. Our animals have had phenomenal results as well. So that's what we do.
Oh, I've been interested. My little boy is all hunched up like a...
Yeah,
like what's it?
Our dog, Spirit, who was 16 last year, she's a golden retriever size, so not a small dog. She was dementia, going blind, deaf, joints, everything, and we looked at her and thought she's struggling. We'll be lucky if we get 3 months out of her. She's still going strong and stronger, and these little lumps that keep growing.
Where'd you put them? I mean, because they're hair everywhere.
Inside the collar.
All that fur.
Yeah, because it works on the infrared. It doesn't need to be next to the skin.
Well, boy first, baby boy first, because
I have people who patch their dogs and then use the patch secondarily
on themselves. That would be me. That would be me, because I've got one a toy Pomeranian, but the thing is, to make them so tiny, they do so many things to them that then they don't grow properly. So he's got in unequal rib cage and compressed vertebrae just from being so prefabricated kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see, having heard about this bone thing, that maybe would help him, and then if it works for him, then I can try.
Then you'll try them. Trust the dog. Trust the dog first.
I just want to help him first.
Yeah, absolutely.
They become our babies, don't they?
Exactly.
Even if you have kids, when you have dogs, they become just another member of the family.
I think they're even worse because they can't talk, so they can't tell. You know something's wrong, but you don't know what. And we took a fostering 3.5 months ago. She was really bad. She was, a few days later, I think she would have passed away. She was that skinny. She was 11 kilos of Malinois. I mean, she should be, sort of 25 to 30 kilos. And I started, she definitely had kidney issues, although we hadn't had the blood test done, because she was drinking loads, peeing loads. The vet was like, I think she's got all sorts of problems. I started patching her straight away. 8 days later, she went back and her kidneys came back perfectly functioning.
My gosh.
And she's gone on to, I mean, and I posted it on Facebook, how she has progressed. It's been phenomenal. It really has been phenomenal.
So are you bringing these in from the UK, the suppliers here, contact you, and then you just organise to do the
I can organise. People
and...
can be customers and, whatever they want to do. No problems with that. They're actually manufactured in Ireland, so we don't have the issue with customs rates. It's an American company, as they all are, most of them, but they're manufactured in Ireland. They take 2 or 3 days to get here, so they're pretty good.
I'm delighted that it's especially worked for your other half.
It's been life-changing for us,
and I'm delighted
I don't have
for
to look
you,
after
because you're not having to look after him.
No, exactly.
I mean, really, these are that's the reality of it.
It is the reality.
Plus, it's helped you and the dog.
And the dog. I mean, we recently had to move. We rent, and we'd been 6.5 years in our current place, all one level, blah blah blah. Landlords, lovely people. They wanted to sell, so moving with dogs. We've got 8 dogs and a cat. And we had 2 people actually call us because they know how we are. We've got a property, and where we've gone is on one level. It's a whole building, but the downstairs is storage. We have to go up a set of stairs. So my first thought was, we can't go because Pat won't be able to get up there, and Spirit the dog won't be able to get up there. And no problem. My husband's out 9 hours a day doing stuff in the garden. I honestly can't believe it. I pinch myself every day. I'm so grateful for
I'm so happy for you. fabulous.
Thank you.
Check it out, because if you've got anything going on, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem to have any negatives. It doesn't do anything, or you won't notice anything, but probably you will.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Inez, thank you so much for sharing, and so nice to see you.
To see you.
So exciting. It's amazing to think that that much time can go by.
Like a blink in an eye.
A blink of an eye.
Absolutely.
And the programme's over in that blink of an eye. I really appreciate you joining us. It's lovely for you to be with us, to find out the people that are in our city who make it so amazing. You can watch recordings of the programme from Rtv Marbella.tv website. You can go to my website, NicoleKing.es, for links to the programme, to my Marbella Moments column in the Euro Weekly News, a link to our Zero Hero website with an ever-increasing list of participating venues rewarding the designated driver, and then you've got United Nationalities of Marbella website, and you've got just check it out. Join us, follow us on social media, and take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and see you again next week for more of what's going on in Marbella right now. Bye.